Hello, everyone. Welcome in to the live stream. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the live stream. Team USA taking on Venezuela in a game as big as ever here in the top of the ninth. Garrett Whitlock on the mound for Team USA against Luis Arias. Arias is 0 for 3, takes a strike down the middle. Fastball right down the middle there. Bryce Harper, American savior for now. He tied it up at 2. Venezuela was up 2-0 after Willie Abreu hit a solo shot to make it 2. Despite the United States pitching being solid. 3-1 to Arias. Pitch outside Arias, the lefty. Fastball up and away, and it's called ball 4. So Whitlock walks Arias on 5 pitches. Top of the ninth. 1 on for Venezuela. 1 on for Team Venezuela. Here in the top of the ninth inning, and a big home run threat coming up in Eugenio Suarez, the DH. He's 0 for 3, though, with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The thing about Suarez, as Sanoja comes in as a pinch runner on first. Suarez, he's a big power threat, but there is a lot of swing and miss. It's often either a home run or a strikeout with him, and it's been mostly strikeouts. In this one, 0 for 3 with those 2 Ks. Slider low and away, missed. To Suarez, the righty. Whitlock, also a righty. Garrett Whitlock just missed with that pitch. Trying to catch Suarez on a swing and miss, could not. 1-0 the count. Top of the ninth inning, 2-2 ball game. Whitlock with 6 pitches for Team USA. Here in the top of the ninth, 2-2. Venezuela trying to retake the lead after a heroic home run by Bryce Harper. 2-run shot tied it up. Suarez. Sanoja on first, dives back in. Pickoff attempt over at first base. 1-0 the count. With a man warming up in the bullpen. Whitlock. The 1-0 coming. Whitlock gears, steps through, pitches. Up and inside, 92-mile-per-hour sinker. Just a bit inside there, pretty much centered, just above the strike zone. That's a smart pitch to throw to a guy like Suarez, because the thing with Suarez is there is so much swing and miss. Open inside to Suarez. Sanoja's going down to second, and he's safe. He got in just around. Clutch play by Sanoja. Got around there. Just able to get around the tag. And that's close. Well, that's very close. He may have just barely gotten in. It's incredibly close. Javier Sanoja steals second base. At least for the moment. A USA challenge coming, though. And this is the smart decision. If you're USA, Bryce Terang applying the tag, but it was a bit late. It was awfully close. Awfully close. And I'm just not sure you can overturn that. If Sanoja is in safely, it would make it a runner in scoring position with him on second for Venezuela and no outs. High pressure on Garrett Whitlock. What a play by Sanoja. He tried to go in around right, it looked like, just a bit right. Umpires are conversing, and the call's coming out. Huge play in the game, and the call stands. The call stands. Javier Sanoja is safe at second. And that is the right call in this case. It's awfully close, and you just can't overturn it. It's too close to call for either side. 2-1 here to Suarez now. About to come from Whitlock. He's pitched 8 pitches So far out of the two at-bats, low and away left side. Changeup. Just the bottom left corner, swing and a miss by Suarez. Big hack and a miss. Two swing and misses already. Snowhus taking a lead off the second. Whitlock has to go from the stretch. Popped up and foul by Suarez. Pitch high in the zone right down the middle there from Whitlock. The 2-2. Coming from Whitlock. Deals way high and inside, 95-mile-per-hour sinker. Looking at Eugenio Suarez. Looking at him, 3-2. Only hit 189 as his batting average, but a lot of home runs. Suarez swung on, deep to left. It gets in the gap. Sanoja scores. 3-2 Venezuela. Thrown back into short. But Eugenio Suarez with the RBI double for Venezuela, and that could very well be the game winner. Crowd erupting in Miami. A lot of Venezuelan fans came out. And the Reds' third baseman comes up huge for his country in the biggest international baseball game of his life. Slider, the top of the zone, gets in on Andres Jimenez. 1 for 8 in the World Baseball Classic. No homers, no RBIs. Suarez on second. No out. In the top of the ninth, Venezuela has just taken a 3-2 lead over Team USA. Big cut and a miss. 94-mile-per-hour sinker. Up and in from Whitlock to the lefty Jimenez. Eugenio Suarez. 189 average. Hit 13 homers in 53 games for Seattle. And then for Arizona, the 189 average was when he was traded. You combine those two stints into the 1 year, 49 home runs. And the power comes up big this time with a double. 0-2 to Jimenez from Whitlock. 15 pitches for Whitlock. High pitch above the strike zone, fouled off. Out left by Jimenez. Venezuelan dugout erupting in a huge moment. Trey Turner had the clutch home run for Team USA when these teams faced off back a couple years ago. Fouled off low and in by Jimenez. Breaking ball way low and inside. Just pulled it. And the count stays 0-2. Huge moment coming up in the game. Deal from Whitlock. Jimenez trying to pop it up there. Get some launch angle on it. Low and inside. Strike zone level. Fastball from Whitlock. Fouled off to the opposite field. 0-2. Venezuela trying to rile up the crowd of Miami. 0-2 pitch. 95-mile-per-hour sinkers high above the strike zone. In a tense ninth inning, Andres Jimenez, 7 pitches this at-bat for Venezuela. The 1-2. 20th pitch for Whitlock. Jimenez pops it up on an 84-mile-per-hour slider up and in over to left field, and it's caught easily in left for the first out of the top of the ninth. Roman Anthony makes the grab. Anthony had the go-ahead solo home run in the semifinals against the Dominican Republic. Makes the catch there. Mound visit coming out. Mark DeRosa, team manager, talking with Garrett Whitlock. And he will be relieved. 3-2 Venezuela. After Eugenio Suarez regave them the lead in the top of the ninth. A huge moment in this game for the Americans. For the USA, hits have been real hard to come by. They've been awfully difficult to come by. That huge home run for Bryce Harper. He has both of the RBIs with that 2-run shot. Besides him, everyone's been quiet. Bobby Witt Jr.'s had a solid game. 1 walk. 0 for 3. Or 1 for 3. Or excuse me, no, 0 for 3. 0 for 3, Bobby Witt Jr. But also that walk scored a run. Then you have Kyle Schwarber. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Nothing really crazy. Some of these guys are walking, but it hasn't been anything nuts. Even Roman Anthony had the clutch home run. For him, had just 1 walk. That's about it. Hits awfully difficult to come by. Bryce Terang with 1 hit. For the Americans, just the 3 hits combined for the entire team. They've struck out 8 times. Pitching-wise, for the United States, they've been solid, though, as Tyler Rogers will be coming in for the Americans. McLean did a great job. Nolan McLean really did all you could have asked for, did give up the 2 runs, but pitched solidly. 4 2/3 innings. Only gave up those 2 runs, 4 hits. Venezuela got a lot of runners on base. Tyler Rogers coming out in 2025 with the Mets and Giants. A sub-2 ERA, and he has a really windy delivery. Real zany delivery. Essentially underhanded. It's a 3/4 angle. First pitch to the 6-hole hitter, Ezekiel Tovar, taken for a ball out, left, up, and away. And the second pitch off the outside part of the plate, low and away, called a strike. 1-1 the count with a runner on second. Suarez on second for Team Venezuela. 1-1. Pitch from Rogers popped up. Low slider. Right down the middle, and it's just an infield fly, easily caught at second. Suarez has to stay on his base at second. 2 outs now in the top of the ninth. He's just trying to launch it. It is a pitch down the middle, but with Rogers' difficult delivery, couldn't really square it up necessarily. Top of the ninth inning, Venezuela on top of the United States 3-2 after Eugenio Suarez's game-leading double for the moment. Well, Suarez went all the way over to third. It was an infield fly and caught. He was somehow able to get all the way back to second. Umpires are discussing this. He got awfully lucky there. Suarez got awfully lucky, and it's an umpire review. This could cost him greatly. Review incoming. Ezekiel Tovar just popped out. Suarez touched third, slid into third base, stepped off of third, went around it, then had to run all the way back. He may have gone out of the base paths as well. That could be the question. It's going to be very interesting here. The review continues to be conducted. The call is confirmed. Suarez is safe, and that's what it appeared. Didn't appear that he did anything that was an infraction that would warrant him being out. He definitely got back to second. Seems like that's definitely the right call. And Wilyer Abreu coming up next. Boston Red Sox had the solo home run the 5th to make it a 2-0 game, and he gets intentionally walked. Decision by Mark DeRosa, and that's a smart one with the way that he's performed But another dangerous hitter coming up. Salvador Perez. 1 for 3, single in a third, single in the third, and a run. Veteran catcher in the league all those years with the Royals. Salvador Perez hit 48 home runs one season. Has a lot of pop in that bat. Rogers only 3 pitches so far. The delivery inside from Rogers. That funky underhand delivery. The sidearm underhand. Really one of a kind. Called the ball inside. Runners on first and second. 3-2 Venezuela in the top of the ninth inning. Salvador Perez at the plate. Perez swinging a drive to left. Line drive and it's caught. Team USA coming up next is Schwarber, Bregman, and Anthony. None of them with a hit yet. Rogers alleviates the damage. Gets out of the jam. With Suarez on second. Replacing Whitlock. And Garrett Whitlock, he's been really good. He's been very fundamentally sound. This World Baseball Classic, 2.70 ERA in the Classic overall, but just really struggled. Seemed like he couldn't find his stuff exactly. Had a lot of stuff just right over the plate, and especially to a guy like Eugenio Suarez, if you can place your pitches well, he's probably going to strike out. That's the thing. Suarez is a really hit-or-miss hitter. He's the kind of guy that if he leans into one, though, he's going to hit it a long way, and that's exactly what happened. Even though he didn't hit a home run, still hit that RBI double, and now the United States with their backs against the wall yet again. Kyle Schwarber, the DH, will be due up. First, Schwarber 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Schwarber's really a 3 true outcomes kind of player when you look at a lot of his stats. He does have a solid walk rate. It's a lot of home runs, strikeouts, and walks. That really supplements his on-base percentage, so he's going to get the walk sometimes. That could be very solid. It'll be interesting to see what his approach at the plate is, because Schwarber, again, he's played as a leadoff hitter at points in his career. Really the new age leadoff hitter that can get on base, can hit home runs. Slightly different with all the analytics and focus on hitting bombs. Schwarber, this World Baseball Classic has been awfully hot. Daniel Palencia coming in for Venezuela. Bottom of the ninth inning. 4 innings pitched. No hits given up. No earned runs given up. Only 1 walk given up. 7 strikeouts for him. 2 for 2 on save opportunities. Venezuela leads the United States 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth. Last gasp in the tournament. Last World Baseball Classic. Japan beat the U.S. by the same scoreline, 3-2 with Shohei Ohtani striking out Mike Trout on the 3-2 count at the end of the game. And here's Kyle Schwarber to start the bottom of the ninth for the Americans. Takes the ball up high on a breaking ball just ahead of the strike zone, just above the strike zone. 1-0. Schwarber fouls it off over right, pulls it. 4-seamer at 96 miles per hour. Yep, Japan back in 2023 beat the U.S. 3-2, 1-1 to Schwarber from Palencia. Schwarber, big cut and a miss. Splitter really fooled him. Schwarber swung under the pitch. Expected it was going to break down. Appeared he may have thought that could have been a breaking ball. Great pitch placement and selection by Palencia. 1-2. Fans on their feet at Lone Depot Park. Huge Venezuelan community in Miami, in the greater Miami area. Pitch up and away from Palencia, 2-2. Fastball way up and away. 2-2 the count to Schwarber. Pitch clock winding down. Palencia deals. Schwarber, big swing and a miss. Up and away, four-seam fastball. Just at the top of the strike zone. And the first out in the bottom of the ninth. His pitch from Palencia. Schwarber thinks he's barreled it up. He's just a bit late on it. Maybe missed the barrel position a little bit as well. Just struggled to time it up. Top of the zone a bit right. They're from Palencia. Venezuela wanted to save him for a safe situation. Pinch hitter coming in, Gunnar Henderson. He's been incredible this World Baseball Classic. 429 average, he's 6 for 14, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs for the United States. Henderson coming in, trying to save the U.S. once again. First pitch to him, way up and away. Way above the outside part of the plate. And it's ball one. Venezuela led 2-0. After Willie Abreu made it 2-0. With a big home run. Henderson pops it up. Over towards third. Comes in and the catch is made by Garcia. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. And Venezuela is 1 out away from winning the World Baseball Classic. Last gasp moment for the United States. Crowd roaring for both sides. And a guy who's the hero in the semifinals, trying to be the hero here, Roman Anthony. 0 for 2 with a walk. Hit the go-ahead home run the semis. Palencia up and away again, this time at 98 miles per hour. Same exact placement as the first pitch in the last at-bat. Outside part of the plate level and then way high. 1-0 to Anthony. U.S. is 1 out away from falling to Team Venezuela, and a huge pitch there from Palencia. Outside part of the plate. Called strike one. Fastball. Venezuela's 2 strikes away. Palencia sets. Has to tie his shoe first. Suarez watching on. Could be the hero of this game for his country. He's pulled out the Venezuelan flag. A lot of national pride, and the pitch is in for a strike. Splitter up and in. Venezuela's 1 strike away from winning the World Baseball Classic. And what a moment it would be for them. And Miguel Cabrera, the manager of their team. World Baseball Classic means so much to these countries. 1-2. Palencia is talking with his catcher. Anthony at the plate. Venezuela's up 3-2. And they're 1 strike away from winning the World Baseball Classic. The U.S. can only watch on. Palencia about to deal to Anthony. The Venezuelan team rallying the crowd. Pitch, swing and a miss. 100-mile-per-hour fastball up and away inside the zone. And Venezuela has won the World Baseball Classic. Suarez the hero. And they've done it. They win it 3-2, and Suarez with flag in hand. The team celebrates. The World Baseball Classic champions of 2026. They fell the United States last year in the quarterfinals. They get it done here. Team Venezuela, impeccable pitching. Absolutely impeccable pitching. Andres Machado gets the win. Palencia gets the save. Immaculate. From Daniel Palencia, tears on the Venezuelan team. Tears of joy. It's incredible. They've pulled it off in the World Baseball Classic. They've done it. And Team USA, the Americans can only watch. Luis Arias hugging Salvador Perez. It's amazing. Eugenio Suarez, who'll go down in history. In national history and baseball history, the game-winning double in the top of the ninth inning. RBI double. Drove it in. Hugs from everybody. Ronald Acuna. What a moment for him as well in this large Venezuelan community in Miami. Huge moment for everybody. What a game. Venezuela beats the United States 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic final in the championship. And after riling up the crowd, getting everybody into it, Daniel Palencia delivers the dagger. The final swing and a miss for the championship. What a moment for the country. Such a storied baseball history. Team all huddling together. And it means so much for these players. They've pulled it off. Going into this tournament, if you would have asked who would be the favorite to win the World Baseball Classic, probably hear the United States, Korea, Japan, but Venezuela comes through, and what a patriotic moment for Eugenio Suarez. Wraps the flag around his body. As Palencia delivers the final strike. What a pitch by Palencia. Up and away, well in the strike zone. Incredible movement on it. Incredible movement on that pitch from Palencia. What a game and what a moment for Eugenio Suarez. Go-ahead RBI double in the top of the ninth. Venezuela beats the United States 3-2. I'm Sam Lowenstein, New England Sports Time. Thank you for tuning in, and have a good night.